Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, and that you are having a great day, and it is a Sunday evening, which means it's time for another channel update. And busy week, a productive week. A lot got done, especially in the sorting department. I bought some more bulk. I've been picking up more and more sealed product for various card games, including dead card games. I'm pretty excited about some of the stuff that I hope will be showing up within the next few days. But it's, yeah, I can never control the post office or predict when they're going to show up, so that is what it is. But yeah, let's talk about, I suppose I can use this to give an after hours thoughts on Wonders of the First, because you guys should have, that video should be live by now. Should be live for a while by now. In that video, I was very taken aback. That was not like script or anything. I was genuinely shocked and very upset by the sheer lack of quality assurance, card quality for that TCG, and I'm very confident that it's the worst TCG I've ever looked at. At the very least, it's the worst one that I can remember. So there's that. The more I thought about it, I also had some additional thoughts about it, and make sure you watch that video first before you see this, because obviously none of what I'm about to say will make any sense without the context of that video. But the two things that really struck me as odd was, one, this really did feel like an absolute lazy cash grab. One where they were clearly trying to get as much money as possible and cut as much cost on the on production as possible. And two, how do you, I gotta think about how to word this properly. How do you, in an era where so many TCGs come and go, honestly try to market yourself as a Magic the Gathering killer with what is so obviously a very low effort, low budget TCG? Because that's the thing I wasn't fully aware of when I made that video, but I went back to look at it after DJ Longhair mentioned it, and then I was thinking about it. This TCG was marketing itself as a Magic killer. The dev team behind it, the guy responsible for Wonders of the First, was trying to make it out like it would be the next big thing, the thing that would destroy Magic the Gathering. And the original, like the first layer of the marketing leading into the Kickstarter, like it was all going to be NFT, zero reprints, all that jazz. It was all going to be locked on the blockchain. And how do you market yourself as the death of one of the largest games on the market at the same time as you clearly putting as little effort and love in as possible into the game you're trying to market? Because look, regardless of what you think about Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast as a company, or where the game is going right now, Magic is an absolute titan of the industry. It's huge. It's one of the big three alongside Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And like it or not, it does they do make a lot of money, and a lot of people have extremely high opinions of the game, to the point where even when there are TCGs that release on the market that I do legitimately think are better than Magic the Gathering, it's a hard sell to get Magic fans to switch over to that kind of game. Like Flesh and Blood, part of the discourse. Ooh, there's like a stray beard hair right there. Part of the discourse Flesh and Blood had, especially in the early days of the TCG, was it was hard to pull Magic fans away from Magic until a little after 2020. Like the first few months of Flesh and Blood did not, at least from what I saw, it did not go great for trying to convert Magic fans. So there's that. But the other thing I wanted to mention was it's just really so low quality. Like, were you serious? Do you really honestly think that what you had there, what the product you have, do you really think it was worth it? The AI art, the Mid-Journey AI art, not even like not even like specialized, trained, stylized AI. Someone had mentioned it in the comment section of that video that it was all mid-journey AI art. And after I went back and looked at it, yeah, it does kind of seem like it was. So it was all very low effort AI art. None of it was stylized to give your card game a unique identity. But that card production, that quality, the quality of the cards themselves, that tells me that there was zero interest in producing something that was going to be long-term, that could bring in fans for the long haul. And that's just really sad. I legitimately feel sorry for the people who bought into whatever little hype this game managed to generate and who paid their money to back it on Kickstarter, especially if this gives them a sour taste for Kickstarter TCGs in general. And I want to be clear, like, I do legitimately despise Kickstarter TCGs out of principle. Not because I think crowdfunding is bad, but because far too many times I've just seen them be rug pulls. But I am aware that Kickstarter projects, not just TCGs, Kickstarter projects can be passion projects from people who just don't have the funds themselves to get their boots on the ground and to get whatever they're trying to bring to market. I am aware that that is a thing that happens. It's just that far too often Kickstarter TCGs in particular don't work out that well. And it's part of why I have such a negative opinion of them. As for the AI art thing, some of you guys might think that I just instinctively hate AI art. I don't. I do not hate the idea of using AI art. But I do believe if you are going to have a big $1 million Kickstarter TCG, that you should at least be using some of your own art. That there should be some art going on there. That some of the money you just generated should be going into getting your cards to look nice, at the very least. They may not feel nice, but they should at least look nice with some nice art that people might be interested in collecting, because nobody's interested in collecting AI art. That stuff looks bad. You can tell at a glance that it looks bad. It's awful. I'm not against using AI art if it's a small passion project that you're just bringing to, like, you want to make a card game for you and some friends, maybe some people in your local area. It's all self-published. You have no budget. You know, all of your time and effort, all of your production energy has gone into making the core mechanics of your card game as good as you can make it. I'm okay with you using AI art then. In fact, if I ever made a TCG, that's probably what I would use AI art for, because, like, I'm not an artist and I don't have an artist budget. So I'm cool with the idea of you using AI art for, like, a small passion project. I'm not okay with you using AI art for the big slam jam Kickstarter project that's going to be the thing that ends, that's a loud motorcycle, the thing that's going to end Magic the Gathering. Like, I'm not cool with that. It seems really scummy to me. It seems like you were intentionally trying to create something that had no longevity and you were just trying to make a quick buck. And yeah, at the end of the day, that's just what it is. And I don't want this video to turn into a sequel to that video, a sequel to Wonders of the Fist rantings, but I can't control how I feel in the moment, I guess. So yeah, there's that. It was a wonderful experience all around. And I just want to put out there that I don't usually have that negative an experience when it comes to new TCGs. Usually I at least try to see the fun and the good of it. And part of why I want to talk about dead TCGs on the channel, and smaller card games too, is just because I want to highlight a lot of the good that is out there in the TCG world, because there is some really cool stuff out there. It just so happens that Wonders of the First is really bad. There's no defending it. I couldn't think of anything about that was even slightly enjoyable. Which is a shame, because I want to be more positive on this channel. I want to find things that are nice to talk about. But I've got a video I'm working on the Lore Seeker channel again. I announced that to the patrons a few days ago. I've got some light videos I want to do here. I want to do some more skits. I had a really good idea for a joke that I want to do use in a video, but I'm not sure if I can do it because it's going to involve me jumping, and I'm a big and an old guy. But I'll see if that one happens in the near future. Won't hold my breath though. as for what's going on here in the garage, I'm going to be holding a garage sale soon, hopefully in the next week or so, just to get some of the clutter out of here, especially some DVDs. I have a huge stack of DVDs over there that I just want to get out of here. So that's really all I've got. Thank you for tuning in for another channel update. I hope you guys are enjoying summer as it brings its heat wave to roast us all alive. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you kids next time.